For too long, others have told Africa what it can and cannot do. Today, we stop asking for permission and start building our own future.
The story of Burkina Faso's transformation is being written not only on the battlefield of sovereignty and unity, but also in the fields and workshops where raw cotton is being turned into national pride. The country has just taken another bold step towards self-reliance, with the inauguration of the National Support Center for the Artisan Transformation of Cotton, known as SÉNATAQUE, a project that marks a new chapter in the nation's industrial journey. This modern center is more than just a building. It represents a new philosophy, a shift from exporting raw materials to creating value at home. Located in the industrial zone of Bama, SÉNATAQUE stands as a concrete symbol of Burkina Faso's commitment to empowering its artisans, building skills locally, and boosting the national economy through innovation in textile transformation. At the inauguration ceremony, the Minister of Industry emphasized that this initiative is the fruit of a clear political vision, one that seeks to strengthen the cotton value chain, create thousands of jobs, and reinforce economic sovereignty. He described the center as a living proof of our determination to place the Burkinabè artisan at the heart of the country's development strategy. This message resonates deeply with the current spirit of Burkina Faso, where the people are reclaiming control over their own destiny. The government's strategy reflects a broader goal: to transform the economy from one that exports raw materials to one that produces finished goods proudly made in Burkina Faso. The cotton industry, one of the country's main economic pillars, is being reimagined as a driver of innovation, creativity, and self-sufficiency. The SÉNATAQUE Center has been equipped with state-of-the-art facilities that blend traditional skills with modern technology. It includes classrooms for theoretical lessons, weaving and tailoring workshops, cutting and design rooms, and even a fully equipped computer lab to integrate digital learning into the textile craft. The design of the center highlights a clear vision: to make Burkinabè artisans more competitive in both the local and international markets. Through SÉNATAQUE, artisans will be trained not only to improve their technical expertise, but also to understand market demands, develop new textile styles, and master the entire production chain, from raw cotton to finished clothing. This will allow Burkina Faso to reduce its dependence on imported textiles and promote the famous Faso d'Anfani and Cocodonda fabrics as symbols of national identity and pride. For decades, Burkina Faso's cotton has been known internationally for its quality. Yet most of it was exported raw, denying local communities the opportunity to benefit fully from their own resources. With this new center, that narrative is changing. The focus is now on local transformation, on turning Burkinabè cotton into clothing that Burkinabè people wear with pride and that can compete globally as a mark of African craftsmanship. The project was made possible through the cooperation between Burkina Faso and Italy, with a total investment of over 1.5 billion CFA francs. This partnership highlights a form of collaboration rooted in respect and mutual benefit, aiming to empower local industries rather than exploit them. The goal is to give back to Burkina Faso what it has long deserved: a fair share of the value it creates. During the opening, many young trainees spoke with emotion and pride about what the center means for their future. One young woman explained that before joining the center, she had basic tailoring skills, but no knowledge of how to manage customers or run a business. Through SÉNATAQUE, she not only learned advanced cutting and sewing techniques, but also business management and customer relations. Her dream now is to open her own fashion studio, employ others, and contribute to her country's growing textile movement. Another trainee shared her experience with enthusiasm. "Here, we learn a lot," she said. "We are encouraged to create different designs that attract people. The more beautiful and well-made the work, the more it is appreciated. That is what motivates us every day. Her words reflect the deep sense of pride and purpose that SÉNATAQUE inspires among the youth. Indeed, this project is not only about industrialization, it's about cultural revival. The center serves as a bridge between heritage and modernity, teaching young people to preserve traditional weaving techniques while incorporating innovation and style. It is helping Burkina Faso build a unique textile identity that reflects both its history and its future. The government views the cotton and textile sector as a strategic foundation for the nation's self-reliance. Burkina Faso's people have embraced this vision, wearing their traditional fabrics like the Faso d'Anfani not just as clothing, but as a statement of patriotism. It symbolizes dignity, resilience, and independence. In public offices, schools, and national ceremonies, you can see this pride displayed across generations. But behind this visible pride lies a deeper economic transformation. By encouraging local processing, Burkina Faso is reducing the export of raw cotton, which used to generate limited revenue. Instead, the country is focusing on producing finished goods that have higher market value and create more jobs domestically. Each meter of fabric produced locally represents income for farmers, artisans, and small business owners, keeping wealth within the nation. The SÉNATAQUE project also aligns with the government's broader goal of economic sovereignty. In the words of the minister, we must have the courage to refocus on what we produce here at home, to transform it with our own knowledge, and to consume it with pride. This principle of consuming what the nation produces is at the heart of Burkina Faso's drive towards self-sufficiency and resilience in a changing global economy. Through the leadership of the president of Faso, this revolution in local production embodies a new wave of progressive nationalism. It encourages every Burkinabè citizen to see themselves as part of a movement to reclaim the nation's destiny through work, creativity, and unity. The Cotton Transformation Initiative is just one example of how local industries can become engines of national pride and development. With each student trained, each piece of fabric woven, and each garment tailored, the SÉNATAQUE Center becomes a factory of dreams and opportunities. It is equipping the next generation of Burkinabè entrepreneurs to think beyond limits, to innovate, and to represent the nation's artistry on global platforms. The long-term vision is not just to meet domestic demand, but also to position Burkina Faso as a textile hub in West Africa. By exporting finished products instead of raw materials, the country stands to earn more revenue while showcasing African creativity to the world. In this sense, SÉNATAQUE is not only a center, it is a symbol of Africa rising through its own hands. It demonstrates how nations can break free from dependence by investing in their people, their skills, and their industries. It also reminds the world that development does not come only from external aid, but from the determination of a people to build with their own resources. As the sun sets over the new facility in Bama, the machines hum with a sense of purpose. The threads spun in the workshops tell a story, one of resilience, innovation, and rebirth. From cotton fields to the looms of SÉNATAQUE, the journey of Burkinabè cotton has become a metaphor for the nation's ongoing transformation. This initiative embodies what Voice of Africa celebrates every day, the African spirit of self-reliance, progress, and pride. Burkina Faso is proving that even in the face of global challenges, a nation can rise through unity, creativity, and the courage to believe in its own potential. The message from this moment is clear. Africa's wealth lies not in what it sends abroad, but in what it builds at home. And with centers like SÉNATAQUE leading the way, Burkina Faso is weaving not only fabric, but a new narrative for the continent, one stitched with the threads of hope, pride, and sovereignty.